So, tonight I'm going to be continuing on with series Resurrecta. So far, I've actually been quite enjoying this though, and from the comments though, it looks like all of you are also enjoying this as well, so let us continue, shall we? It was the Divine Trinity who created me. Wow.
Jamming Field, April 28, 2335 GTD Veritas Ross 1281635 hours to the officers and crew of the GTD Veritas and all assisting warships. This is Admiral Catch Dub. This is a brief message to you all that will also be issued to non-military personnel on board this destroyer. The source of the new encountered massive jamming field throughout Ross 128 is now confirmed to be the SFR-Series class freighters. This newly encountered class, capable of carrying up to 10 SAC-4 units, has been resupplying Shivan positions in the system for days.
Whoa.
Their exact source is unknown. Due to its jamming power and transportation capability, we believe the Xeris should be considered a target of strategic importance. We have no detailed intel on what they carry, but it is likely to be supplies important to the Shivans, possibly of a yet unknown nature. Its SAC-4s are the first ever cargo containers in the history of space travel to be equipped with defensive turrets.
Interesting. It actually looks like a Lucifer from the front.
Pilot, listen up. Our forces as a whole are advancing everywhere in the system, and thanks to several reconnaissance missions we have established Xeris convoys and single freighters as the sources of jamming. We report a progressive and partial reduction in the intensity of this field, meaning that the Xeris and their cargo containers are either leaving accessible areas of Ross 128, or are intentionally turning off their jamming devices. The Admiral has ordered a clean sweep of these units, if located. There haven't been any additional sightings of the SD Sklev, a Demon-class destroyer, since it first appeared during a scouting patrol. The warship has been resupplied by an Xeris and has been eluding our attempts to locate it ever since. Volsut and Seshat scouts have located two massive convoys, each comprised of 6 freighters of this class, accompanied by few satellite units of Asmodeus and this class freighters. Each Xeris and its 10 containers are the equivalent of a convoy on their own, so I'll let you imagine what kind of a strategic target we have at hand. Taking down an Xeris convoy may be as vital as taking down the Sklev. A single freighter of this class and its 10 containers are a powerful source of jamming. Multiply that by 6 and the resulting jamming field would cut all communications and secondary weapon blocking systems. These circumstances require specific tactics to be employed. The convoy has been designated clearing. Volsut assault wings are preparing to strike freighters 01 through 06, and will be attacking, at the same time, units 07 through 12. We believe that a coordinated attack of this entity would slow the Shivans' response to our raid. Once again, we'll fight with the 151st Outlaws, but this time, the operation will be led by us. I would like to congratulate all of the fine pilots who are turning the 144th Ghost Dolphins into one of the most successful squadrons of this battle group.
That's good.
Our engineers have attempted to find a workaround for the intense jamming field that would allow us to execute a conventional strike on these convoys. The results have been very, very poor. The only notable achievement is a navigation and communication system override for our combat spacecraft, which will recognize the specific traits of a Xeris jamming and prevent or cut from scrambling warning messages all the time. Our spacecraft are currently being fitted with this system. Other than that, we don't expect a solution to the jamming to be found before the end of the battle.
Okay.
Therefore, we're not taking any chances. Due to the specific nature of this mission, we have prepared a Hercules fighters and a Athena bombers for launch. We'll be flying the nukes as Epsilon and Zeta wings, while the Outlaws will fly our light bombers as Theta and Iota wings. All of you will be equipped with Fury dumbfire missiles alone, and it will not be possible to rearm during most of the operation. Use these weapons wisely, every shot counts. Also, don't forget that the moment you enter the field of engagement, you'll be subject to intense jamming. Communication will be impossible, and your situational awareness will be compromised. You are asked to work together and succeed by relying on the same sense that dominated the very first aerial battles of human history, eyesight. With the jamming field reducing in power and clearing eliminated, we will probably be closer than ever to defeating the Shivans. Without any sensor disturbance, we'll be able to locate and destroy the Skleth and any other Shivan ship that may be lurking in the system. In fact, this may be the most significant victory over the Shivans since the destruction of the Lucifer. Expect anything and watch out for fighter escorts. We don't know how well guarded these convoys may be. Strategists estimate that the elimination of 4 Xeris out of the 6 present on the battlefield should be enough to increase your sensor range and monitor friendly and enemy units alike. It would also enable some in-COVID communications to pass through, thus allowing support ships to be called. 5 Xeris destroyed and you should be able to communicate, to some degree, at a short range. Be careful out there, pilot. Dismissed.
Okay, so let's see. Destroy Charon 7 through 12 and the respective cargo containers. Secondary objectives: eliminate any other Shivan units in the area. Can't change ships, can't do squad. Oh, this should be interesting.
Good luck, pilots. The mission you're about to participate in may be the most critical one against the Shivans since the destruction of the Lucifer. Engage subspace drives. Testing, just wanted to be sure of what they told us. Well, looks like it's even worse than I expected.
There's pointless talking right now. You're not gonna be able to make sense of what's going on.
I've never seen anything like this. The Shivan convoy, this kind of jamming. I can't even listen to my own words. Do the Shivans have the same problems targeting us? Were you saying anything about targeting data too? If info is correct, the Shivans should have similar problems when targeting us. But don't let your guard down. Gemini with his history. Virtually eliminated.
Able to take damage.
Capricorn planes destroyed. Were those the fighters that launched long-range patrols? Watch for enemy wings. They're escorting the current freighters but can, and will, attack us at any moment. The difference between convoy ships is considerable. The power of the Shivan jamming is truly impressive.
It's hard to bring down.
How are we supposed to know what the Volsutans are doing to the first convoy? May we have a status update. Baron 11 down. First Xeris down. Sensor range should have increased somewhat. I don't understand. Can you repeat, please? If you consider the train of cargo containers, each convoy ship is almost as long as a destroyer. We've taken out one of the additional freighters. No Shivan warships are in the area, at least. Let's hope things will remain this way for the whole duration of this operation.
I would have been fine with a quarter
Warships,
no
he said.
problem.
Jamming and fighters are more than enough to repel any kind of attack. At medium range, no warship would be effective here. Let's not stray too far and remain at targeting range. I don't want any of you to go beyond my center range. Remember, people, ignore the cargo containers and let the domino effect from destroying the freighter take care of them. Keep an eye out for any possible incoming Chimeras stealth fighters. Don't let them fool you. second non-etheric freighter has been destroyed.
Upgrade some more power to shields. Personally, I wouldn't have minded a few units of missiles, because those could do some damage at least.
We've managed to neutralize Parent Hen. What an explosion. Second freighter destroyed. Keep it up.
Alright, next. Who's the closest? These guys.
Confirmed visual contact with an able cruiser destroyed in a parent freighter. This cruiser was not mentioned in our info.
Come on. Probably can't track these things yet. Yeah.
We managed to take Ares' wing down. Watch out from the explosion.
Whoa. Guessing that's where the group is. Sounds like these, I am very happy that there are no anti-fighter gears. Left. Still can't call in support yet, so that's fine. Can I make it alive? Yes, we can. One thing I will say, at least the turrets on this thing aren't insanely overpowered. The fact that even the cargo even has its own weapon systems, that's
Reporting the destruction of Terran 9. Alright, people, we're halfway here. Check your radar, since range should be much higher now. I'm pretty sure I've seen the timer is open. Stay on your guard.
uh-oh. Alright. Let's see how you do when I'm actually on my own. So you haven't even lost that long. Very good, very good. Stay still, will you?
Keep pounding the able cruiser. That'd be one less Shivan warship in the system.
God, these are turrets on top and bottom. Man, it's insane. though. Yeah, the splash damage doesn't do any damage. That'd be cool,
We
though.
have eliminated most satellite freighters.
Okay, so that should hit the cockpit. Get some firepower away from them. Use the fires fast. Focusing on somebody else. Sounds like these. I really miss having the.
We've eliminated the mid-guard format.
Laser.
No other human cruisers reported in the area.
Thumbs down.
That was the
Everybody
last
else
fighter
sticking
in my
together.
wing. Good job.
Be able to get out of here alive.
That's it. Baron 8 is going down.
Alright.
Fourth freighter down. 2 more to go. The jamming field is losing power and we can call in support ships if needed.
Just one last one to go.
This is Captain Landed Wing from the 54th Squadron, PBD Imhotep. We came as soon as the jamming field allowed us to block a nearly accurate jump.
There we go. That's what I want.
We appreciate your help, Captain Lambda. All pilots, remember that we have support ships available now.
Whoa. Not. Ooh. So weak. Alright, let's take this thing out. Shit, did I finish the ball?
Only one satellite freighter remains.
Gotcha. And a
Baron
gas
7 has been
explosion.
taken care of. Only one Xerid freighter left. The jamming field in this area is nearly gone. Let's finish the job.
There you are. Who's that support ship? There you go. This takes a lot just to kill these things. Wow. Aliens. Okay, we are.
12 has been destroyed.
Ooh, it's gone.
The jamming field in your area has been cleared. Pilot, excellent work taking out the freighters. You may return to base. Sixth and last freighter destroyed. Wonderful work, everyone.
Well, it could have been a lot worse. Important thing is we survived.
Welcome back, pilots. The decimation of the Karen convoy is without any doubt our most important victory over the Shevans since the Lucifer was intercepted and destroyed in subspace less than a month ago. The Volsudden strike did not end as planned. 5 Xeric raiders and their respective cargo containers have been destroyed, but one of them escaped and attempts to track it in subspace failed.
Eesh.
In addition, only the Volsudden combat spacecraft out of the 16 deployed returned back to base. Despite these losses, the PBN still managed to send a couple of wings to assist our own operation. Shevan fighters were well suited for this combat environment. Both we and the PBN reported how they relied primarily on heavy primary weapons as long as the jamming field was up, yet they were able to switch to secondaries and gain sensor locks as the field was fading away. It appears that it doesn't equally affect all sensors, and this may give the Shevans an advantage in case of any further convoy strikes.
Yo.
Some satellite Shevan freighters survived the assault and jumped out. Although the Xeris and their cargo were our primary target, destroying those units would have been favorable as well. Eliminating the Shevan Able-class cruiser designated Midgard Forma, which was also present in the area, is good news for us. It wasn't reported by reconnaissance fighters. Despite this, we've been able to identify and destroy it during the operation. The cruiser is believed to have joined the convoy after our recon mission, meaning that Karen's escort complement was still building up. Had we waited longer, we would have faced even more opponents in our effort to cripple the Shevan's transportation capabilities in Ross 128. With the Shevan's shipping capacity severely compromised and the jamming field gradually losing power, it won't be long before we locate and destroy the Sklef and any other major Shevan units located in the system. We are closer and closer to resolving the battle for Ross 128 in our favor. Dismissed. Satellite freighters are poorly armored and defended compared to Xeris. Targeting them first will prevent them from escaping, and would also make the task easier for all.
Before me, there were no created things. That's a nice picture of a demon, I will say.
Confrontation April 21st, 23:35 GTD Veritas Ross 1281125 hours to the officers and crew of the GTD Veritas. This is Admiral Ketch Dub. This will be yet another quick briefing for you, as you will be immediately redirected to battle stations and ready rooms. The Shevan destroyer Sklef, following a sharp decrease in the jamming fields throughout the system, has moved to engage us directly in combat. We're not taking any chances. We'll deal with this threat to the security of Terran and Volsudden space with everything we've got right now. Pilots, here's the situation, as straightforward as it is. The Sklef and its attending ships are on their way to our position, and a direct battle between the Veritas group and the Shevan warships is imminent. The immediate deployment of the Imhotep would give us a considerable advantage, but the warship is also being engaged elsewhere in the system, and Admiral Intep can't commit that he will be able to provide any support. As the minutes go by, we hear of new Shevan assaults, carried out mostly by combat spacecraft. We are already speculating about their origin, and it seems rather obvious at this point that it can't be the Sklef itself. The only force which can assist the Veritas during the engagement is comprised of 3 cruisers, whose objectives are providing anti-fighter cover while damaging incoming enemy warships. The Challenger, Thimble and Rochelle are fully armed and operational, so they're expected to assist us admirably. Although covering the Veritas while the destroyer engages the Sklef is our most important objective, Our squadron is also expected to provide these cruisers with the fighter cover they need to support the Veritas during the consequent close-range artillery exchange with the Shivan fleet.
Whoa.
Once again, we'll work in close conjunction with the 148th etc., providing all the support we can give. Delta and Epsilon, you will be responsible for escorting the Veritas and our cruisers during the early stages of the approach. Wings Alpha through Gamma will be kept ready for deployment in short takeoff intervals. The Admiral has decided not to rush the bombers out because any engagement with Shivan fighters may compromise our effectiveness in striking the opposing fleet later. More forces will be deployed. The enormous Skleph can rely on the support of a number of ships many of our pilots have already encountered during their previous missions. Those ships need to be engaged with caution, and their destruction may mark the total defeat of the Shivans here in Ross 128. Demon-class destroyers are known to carry numerous wings of fighters and bombers, and judging from our preliminary reports, the Skleph has the vast majority of its fighter and bomber complement still at its disposal. We do not believe that it is responsible for the other strikes being reported elsewhere in the system. Therefore, we expect these strike craft to mount a significant defense of the Shivan destroyer. The outcome of this battle will be the result of timing, strategy and endurance. The earlier we eliminate this threat, the earlier we'll be able to support the Imhotep and vice versa. The same principle is applicable to the Shivans, which may relocate their forces should they win an engagement. Use your wisdom out there, and think about the much larger scheme. Report to the flight deck as soon as possible. Good luck.
So, we're doing a nice big fight. Protect the Veritas during the operation, eliminate the Shivan group, ensure the survival of the Veritas's attending warships. So, 1 Fenris and 2 Leviathans. Should be interesting. Serious? Oh wow, the Angel. Jeez. Follows there as well, that's nice. Hey, it's the new design. That's quite nice. Oh, that's nice. Phoenix beam missiles. Prometheus cannon. Although I do want to load up on some Furies though, because I have a feeling those are going to come in handy. Look at that.
At this rate, we expect the Skled's battle group will arrive as previously estimated. All batteries, double-check your weapons. It's only a matter of minutes before we'll be using our guns. Pilot, stay close to the Veritas and exercise caution. We're receiving multiple reports of overwhelming Shivan presence throughout the system. No enemy warships are involved yet. Command, we're approaching the Skleph. The destroyer's fighter cover has not changed in the past 10 minutes. There are still 18 Shivan fighters guarding the demon. Starting the battle outnumbered isn't what I would call a battle-winning move. The Imhotep will deploy reinforcements to this position as soon as possible. Don't let the Shivans overwhelm the cruisers, or the Veritas will remain undefended against enemy attacks. We are experiencing intense sensor jamming. Command, can you read me? What's happening? Even more jamming. All units, exercise caution. That was a series of intense jamming pulses. Source unknown. A wing of Seraphins has arrived. The Skleph has called for reinforcements. Engage the bombers. Pilots. Looks like our own bombing run has to be delayed. No subspace fluctuations reported on Scorpio wing. They're not armed with Mandragora torpedoes.
Sneaky, sneaky. And there's no backs onto him. Nice.
This is Sigma Wing. We're moving to protect the Veritas from incoming hostiles.
Got him at the it really does look good now.
Succubus fighters on approach vector. Those light wings have come to interfere with our bomber intercept. Use your secondaries on them. Avoid close combat. Reading an incoming wing of Hydra-class fighters. Designation Virgo. The enemy presence is escalating. Incoming jump signature. A wing of Nephilim-class bombers has jumped in and is headed your way. Where are all these spacecraft coming from?
Even though these things have turrets, they're not doing anything to defend themselves.
Great shot.
Command, we've got another wing of serpents on approach vector.
See, look how quickly their health goes
Pilots,
down. Their
judging from
shields
their
are
arrival
gone.
pattern, they must be
Straight
on
away.
to use
There's
long-range
the
missiles on our
bloody
battle group.
chaps.
We confirm that Cancer Wing is using long-range missiles of previously unknown configuration. They're targeting our weapons subsystem. If they disrupt it, our anti-warship artillery will become less accurate. Intercept Cancer Wing. Veritas, we are analyzing data obtained from these long-range missiles. They've been designated Kraken. There's almost no way to destroy them once they're launched. Destroy Cancer Wing. Five Scorpions jumping in.
Bastards, these guys. Yeah, I don't use up my field missiles here.
Reading
Yeah,
multiple
it's-
launch
I
heads
don't
from
know,
its
I want to
left.
save that until
The
later.
full wing of Theradim
Oh,
has
come
taken
on.
off command. Multiple subspace fluctuations reported. The Seraphims are equipped with
Uh-oh.
Mandragora torpedoes. Do not engage them yet. Veritas, this is Admiral Intep from the Infotech. The number of Shivan spacecraft performing strikes on various allied positions throughout the system is escalating. We can't determine their origin due to residual jamming. Command, the wing is not moving to attack. It's remaining close to the Skelev. Acknowledged. Pilot, focus on your mission. Eliminating Aquarius is not a priority yet. There are manticores taking off from the Skelev. Command. The Aquarius wing is now moving to attack, with Thura forming up on escort.
Don't Manticore, not very strong. like bars or anything like that. Crews need to be careful though, they're not going to be able to withstand that kind of firepower for too long. Need to stay with the destroyer.
Support ship being deployed.
I just think we can do that, that's cool. Never mind.
The Sheev and Palmer wing Aquarius is approaching. Be ready to intercept it, pilot. The Aquarius wing within firing range on the Veritas. Intercept those Mandragora torpedoes.
Oh, that's all.
Rearming complete, sir.
The Seraphims are launching wave after wave of Mandragora torpedoes. Prioritize intercepting those threats to the Veritas. Veritas, this is the Admiral in Cup. We've been engaged by 2 Lilith cruisers. We are unable to jump to your position. Seraph and Palmer down. 1 less Mandragora launcher to worry about. Veritas, exercise caution. We're reading the same pattern we saw with the Malbranche strike group in Delta Serpentis. Expect another Mandragora bombing run. Confirmed. We need our fighters screen to form cover on us and intercept any more Mandragora torpedoes.
The thing is, if we allow them to keep just doing this though, they're going to make life extremely difficult for us. Our cruisers are not going to be able to hold them down like this. Unless... Seriously? Let's try to be fast and jump on R1. That's where this will come in. Wish I had trebuchet. I really wish I had trebuchet.
Pilot,
These just don't have
we
the
need you
range.
to intercept the Mandragora torpedoes at once. They pose too much of a threat to the Veritas.
Yeah, I know. Gotcha.
Excellent job, pilot.
Hull taking serious damage.
Veritas from Imhotep. This is Admiral Intel. A Lilith has positioned itself in front of us while the other is damaging our engines and communications systems. We can only deploy a few of our wings to your position. symbol here. We have sustained moderate damage from Shivan attacks and require more cover to proceed with the operation. We can no longer postpone our bombing run. Veritas, Scramble Trek Bombers, Delta and Epsilon, provide cover. Pilots, we're sustaining damage from Shivan attacks. Please intensify your fighter cover.
I was saying earlier how their
Will
turrets are
be
not
enough
going to
to
attack
protect
the...
Veritas Command.
Oh, that's fine.
We've been informed by the Imhotep that its reinforcements are en route. They will assist us as needed. We must ensure a safe bombing run. Form up with our bombers. A small wing of Mantico has taken off from the dash. Zone,
This is odd.
Data and Kappa wing now on station. PBD Imhotep. We'll support Sigma with defending Veritas from hostile attacks. This is the Rochelle. We have sustained heavy damage and are in dire need of support. Keep targeting Aquarius wing, pilot. We're picking up the third launch from the Celeste. Basilisk fighter is taking off. The Veritas is sustaining even more damage, pilot. We need
Well,
to provide
easy
better
simple done.
fighter
Everybody
cover.
else needs to stop pulling that
Command,
bloody weight around here.
Sagittarius wing is moving to engage us. Optiucus wing is also moving to engage. Our bombing run is at risk. Hold on, pilot. More help is headed your way to assist. The Rochelle has been destroyed. This is Iota
Nice
Wing,
surprise.
PBD Imhotep. Moving to engage. Those Anubis fighters have no chance against the escort fighters. Are they flown by Hercules? Just one bomber left in Aquarius wing, pilot. Intercepted. That was the last Seraphim bomber. The Mandragor nightmare is over. For today. The Aquarius wing has been destroyed. Excellent work. Continue the attack on the Shivan corvette.
Roger, sir. On our way.
The Jackron's hull integrity is critical. Carry on. Keep pounding the pilot. We need to take that cruiser down. Good work. The pilot has been destroyed. The fuel has been obliterated. Stay clear.
Awesome. Good progress here. That's the cane. Cane's one last one. Where is Cane going?
Damage is escalating on the F-200. The warship will be history soon.
Oh jeez. Don't. You're
The
using
Blunderous
far
has been
too
wiped
many
out.
um
All of the Skleps
missiles there.
assisting warships have been obliterated.
Gotcha.
Impressive, pilot.
Ooh, okay.
Damage on the Sklep is mounting. Carry on with the offensive.
Rearming complete, sir.
The Sklep has sustained moderate damage from our attacks. Seaman is taking one hell of a beating here. Damage to its hull is heavy. One heavy plasma turret destroyed and one to go. The Skelett is going critical. It won't be long before its destruction. Good job, pilot. The Skelett's main plasma turret has been taken care of. This is the Thimble. Hull integrity is critical. We need immediate support. The Skelett is going down. Repeat. The Skelett is going down. Stay clear of its shot.
Bye.
Excellent work. The Sheevan present in the system has been effectively compromised. This victory will bring us closer than ever to finally securing Allied space from the Sheevan threat. You've done an outstanding job out there. This wouldn't have been possible without the contributions
Now
of
it's
every
gonna
single
muffle
one
the
of
rest.
you.
Come here.
Attacking your target.
Nice. So what survived? Leviathan? Right.
Excellent work.
The Leviathan's the only one
All
that actually
pilots,
had any business
return
being
to
outside.
base for debriefing. This has turned out to be a major victory for us all. We're getting reports that the Imhotep has also managed to push back its attackers.
Well, that was fun.
Veritas, we have
Wonder what
finally
the
repelled the Sheevan
Sheevans are
attack,
gonna
but
do
have
next.
sustained significant damage. We have
Look
to
at that,
recall our wings
98%
back to
hit
our
points.
position to
Very
provide
nice.
escort. Congratulations for your victory. We have somehow stopped a
So
major
with proper
Sheevan
shield
counter-strike.
management, you can survive just about any kind of occasion. I do have to admit that I love the new look for the Orion class. It really does look fantastic. Whoever did that, congratulations, it looks good. Very good.
Welcome back, pilots. With the destruction of the East D's left and its battle group, our forces have achieved a major victory. Their rebuilt momentum following the reduction of jamming fields throughout the system has been efficiently countered. We will soon be able to locate the source of command and control for these ships.
Very nice.
Unfortunately, one of our cruisers fell to the Sheevan attack. The Sheevans were about to overwhelm us during the engagement, and saving that warship from destruction may have been impossible. It's a miracle that the other cruisers survived. It's now clear that the Sheevans have at least one other destroyer somewhere in the system, as many incursions on our battle group arrived directly from subspace, and not from the Skelett. According to our reports coming from key positions throughout the system, the arrival patterns of Sheevan raiders did not match our monitoring of the Skelett. We have also analyzed with greater accuracy the launch patterns of the newly encountered Kraken long-range missiles, which appear to be carried solely by specific Serpent-class fighters. The Kraken missiles outperformed our own Phoenix B missiles in terms of range and efficiency, but at the cost of a smaller warhead.
Well,
The Volkswagen effort to reinforce our own battle group, despite the fact that the Imhotep itself was overwhelmed and sustained heavy damage in a separate battle, is worth some serious commendation. Without their help, many of us wouldn't be here discussing the outcome of this battle. In any case, our victory has stopped the Sheevan counter-strike. We will continue in our effort to secure this system, once and for all, in order to save all warships, prioritize the bombers headed to them and take out the heaviest turrets on the Skelett and its attending ships.
only what? Only a turn, and I eternal lost. Okay. What is this? It's more like those Com towers it is. Oh well, I guess that'll have to wait until next time. Thank you everyone for joining me again for this very cool gameplay though. I tell you, I'm really enjoying this mod though. I love the looks of the new ships. I really am enjoying the gameplay. It's nice to see that they've, in this 1.06 patch, they've actually fixed a lot of the bugs though. When I was playing 1.02 and trying to play 1.05, I couldn't play my old saves, but at least this one seems to have fixed that bug. So yeah, I'm going to keep doing this as much as possible and trying to push these out as quickly as possible. But until the next time guys, I'll see you soon.